Hello and welcome to today's episode of this Kadikoi podcast. Today I'm joined by our regulars Ilkay and Frank. So how are you today, Ilkay?
Thank you, bro. I'm doing well. So how are you?
I'm good too as well. How about you, Frank?
It's kind of gloomy. It's raining outside, man. But I'm trying to make it better by talking to you guys. So let's go.
You're sweet, Frank. You're sweet.
So I guess the first thing we can talk about is the Başakşehir game on, when was that? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So obviously we got the 2-2 draw after coming from 2-0 down, which I don't think any of us were expecting, least of all Yukis with his 5-0 prediction for us. I wonder what his face was like when we were 2-0 down.
Yeah,
he was savage, man.
Yeah, I would have paid to see his face at that moment, man.
So, Ilkay, what did you think of the game? What were your thoughts?
Man, I was really surprised when we went 2-0 down, you know. I was like, man, okay, it's time to leave also Turkish Cup, so at the end of the season we will have nothing at our hands. That's what I thought. It was really depressing for me, but then Ozan's goal just made me kinda relaxed, you know, to be honest. Then when Percy equalized, and I was thinking maybe we could have won the game, but unfortunately we couldn't. The good thing is that I was surprised with our system because we were kind of pressing on the opposite against Başakşehir. But I can't say I'm happy with that score. You know, even Yukis was expecting 5-0. As I said, I wasn't expecting a score like this. But I think that we will go through the final. You know, we will face them in Istanbul, so we will get this chance.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite a shock to go 2-0 down, but we fought back well and got 2-2. So, but what are your thoughts of the game, Frank?
I was just surprised that Advocat didn't adjust our system to Başakşehir. He made both of our wing back going up, and then they have Cengiz Ünder and Visca on the wings. Mm-hmm. You have to at least have them stay back a little bit, and both goals were caused by Cengiz scored 2 great goals, and then one of them was with a great assist from Visca. I just really wish we would have played a little bit more defensive, a little bit more conservative on the wings, and maybe try to go down the center. Yeah, and Shadan is doing great going forward, but when he's trying to backtrack, we always get caught. And, of course, this is like the second game in a row, I got an assist. He's been crossing great. I guess he's getting new tactical information on what to do. But what was really funny was Advocat's little duck face. He was doing the Abjur. You guys saw that? He was like, yeah, keep talking. He made a duck face to him. Yeah. I was laughing so hard when I saw his face, man. But it's a good result for us. Even though our Kadıköy, you know, what people say, the magic is kind of diminished at the moment. I still think we'll be able to go through the final.
Hopefully so, yeah. But yeah, the Cengiz Ünder is clearly a great talent for those goals he scored. Yeah. And yeah, he's been doing some good crosses. I mean, the goals we conceded probably were slightly his fault. They came from his right back zone and stuff. But I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, we've got 2 away goals, so it's not the worst result in the world. In the other semi-final, Konyaspor were 2-0 up against Kasımpaşa, but Kasımpaşa 3-2 in the end. So, and that could easily they've shown they've got themselves a fight in them. Well, I just thought probably be Konyaspor in the final from that semi, but. Next up for us is a game against Rize in the Super League. So, Frank, got any predictions for that preview?
Not more of a prediction for the score or anything. It's more like I hope it's not going to be deja vu after the winter break. After the winter break, we went downhill because of the bottom 3 relegation teams, and Rize is second to last at the moment. and that was our start of our demise. Was after the winter break, and we just went downhill and against Rizespor and Antep, and we just hope that it's not going to be the same way. Hopefully, they can get their head out of their butts. I'll keep it PG, and treat them like a team that they are. And we need to man mark quick. The guy is strong. He's good in the air. He's pretty much their only power, other than some runs by Emre Başsan. But we'll see. I think we'll be able to win. I think it's going to be a narrow win, but we're going to win.
Yeah. What about you, Ilkay? What do you think?
I agree with Frank. Çaykur Rizespor, like a team to be careful against. Their position is not good for themselves, so they will try their best to beat Fenerbahçe in Istanbul. But it's not easy thing to do in Kadıköy, in Şükrü Saraçoğlu. So, Volkan Demirel and Robert van Persie will not be playing against Rizespor. They're suspended for this game. But I see like maybe Musa Sow is starting as a striker, so that will be a good chance for him to score some goals against Rizespor. And also this is an important game for Fenerbahçe too, as well, because we need to stay at this position. But the most important thing is we need to go for the second place, because Başakşehir will play against Beşiktaş this weekend, so it will be a tough game for us. And if they lose any points, or Rizespor game will be more important than we were thinking. So, I'm expecting a win, even Rizespor is about to go down. They have weakness as well, but the thing is, I'm afraid of that Fenerbahçe always lose points against small teams like Rize. Especially this season, we lost points against the small teams like Alanyaspor, Adana, Bursaspor. It's our home, Kayserispor. So many examples. So we need to be careful. And if you want to play for the Champions League next year, actually, just a Champions League round. So we need to win this game and go through the second place. And let's wait Beşiktaş beat to Başakşehir.
We also have some really hard games ahead of us, including Beşiktaş and Trabzonspor.
Yeah.
So we really need the 3 points here, just in case we drop some points in those games.
So we need to win games like this. We need to win against teams like this to take the best chances. As Frank said, we will play against Beşiktaş and Trabzonspor. Tough games. Trabzonspor they're like monster at the moment. They play really good under Ersun Yanal. So we need to be careful, and we need to win against Rizespor.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, obviously, I think the reason we're feeling a bit pessimistic, is that obviously we've done quite badly against some small teams like Alanya this season. But Rize, on paper we should beat them. It would be a disappointment to have anything but. And when we went early in the season where we played in Rize, we beat them 5-1, which is a good score. And traditionally, they used to be quite a good team at home before this season. I remember the big teams quite often struggle against them. But I think this season, like you guys both said, we've got to win this game and give help our, because we've got bigger games coming up. So those are times where if we're going to drop points, it'll be those games rather than Rize, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess there's been some rumours recently about our coach, Dick Advocaat, and they're linking him back to the Netherlands national team job. Before he joined us, he was assistant manager of the Netherlands. So what are your guys' thoughts on this? Ilkay, I'll go to you first for this one.
Well, man, this old wolf still wants money, I guess. I was thinking that he's about to retire at the end of the season, but it seems like he's going to take the Netherlands national team job, and I wish him a good luck, man, because this is the last season. This is first and also the last season of his career at Fenerbahçe. So, but I believe that he will be successful with Dutch national team if he becomes the coach. That's what I believe, because the managers like him mostly are successful at national teams.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm sure Jermaine Lens will also be getting a few more Netherlands appearances in the future if he's manager.
Maybe Van Persie as well,
Possibly, yeah, and Van der Wiel.
Or Fenerbahçe going to the national team.
And then you just see Karavayev on there with a Dutch kit.
Oh man.
So what about you, Frank? Views on Advocates?
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. The guy said he's going to retire. 2 weeks later, he's going to be in the Dutch national team. What's going on, man? At least just say, hey, I'm leaving to join the Dutch national team. Either it's a really big coincidence, or he just was like, I don't know, man. He's playing some game. I just don't like it when things are not very clear. And I don't know. I guess I'll wish him luck. I guess the Dutch Federation was happy with Louis van Gaal's style.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that he's just going to continue playing the way they were playing before. So good luck to them. He has love for Jermaine Lens. So that's the only positive I could see out of it for us. So he'll be playing for them. Van der Wiel, he's going to be leaving at the end of the season anyway, so he could do it.
Yeah, I think also he will bring some young future stars to the Dutch national team. That's what I think. So yeah, as I said, he will be successful with Dutch national team, and as we also as Frank said, we wish him good luck with Dutch national team, and yeah, hopefully he will take Van Persie for the national team. The guy deserves to play for the national, because when I look at Dutch national, I don't see any really class forwards as Van Persie in Dutch national team. I don't know if you guys know any, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want him to go.
I agree.
I'd love to save himself, bro.
But I agree. It seems a bit odd that he was talking about retiring, but if that was his plans, and then the national team came calling, then I don't see any reason he'd turn that down. He might have thought about retiring, but he probably didn't think he was going to get a job as big as sort of the Netherlands coach again. And obviously the Netherlands team is in a bit of turmoil at the moment, and Advocaat is a very experienced manager, so he could be the guy to help them out in that situation.
So it's the Dutch Federation's fault.
Pretty much, I'm going to say that. But I think that's all we've got down for today. So
before we leave the podcast, our regular podcaster UK is at the movie. Hope he's enjoying the movie at the moment, and we would love to have him for the next episode. We would love to hear his voice next time.
For the next episode.
We've got to rearrange his podcast contract, so he can't be taking leisure activity in podcast time as well.
He's doing it, so we offer him another one, man. That's the problem.
He's the one-hit man.
Yeah.
So but yeah, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, people.
Later, guys.
Peace out. See you in the next episode.